Alright. I'm just going to get a couple things ready here and I'll get going. I'm just going to start out with a couple credit boosts since I'm very low on credits once again. Just upgraded a couple tanks and yeah. As you see, I'm down to 51,000. Not too good. Alright, so why don't I find a premium tank? Why don't I start out with the mutts here? Which, hello Simon, nice to see that you're here already. Like usual, if anybody has any tank requests, I'll gladly take them. Not really, grinding anything specific outside of a couple, like doubles here or there. All right. But yeah, I forget what tank I actually just bought equipment for. I think it was like the KV1S, something along those lines, T150. Hello, Abdul. Nice to see you. I have a little needy dog here. He's like begging me to keep playing with him. Or he's mad that I kicked him out of, like where you put your feet under the desk. He was trying to lay there. I'm like, nope. This is gonna be my first match of the morning, so it might take me a match or two to warm up here. Literally, I was just outside walking him, and it was about 8 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Yeah, still quite a bit of snow around here and ice everywhere, and oh. Fortunately, that's all going away tonight, at least for a little bit. Hello Uber, nice to see you. I'm still kind of setting my live stream up here on the left. I was, about maybe like a mile away from my house. I looked down at my phone at the time. I'm like, shit. Ooh, Lord, I don't know why the meal hit me. It's like I was trying to get a different angle on the T10, but I don't know why I did that. No, dog, you're not able to fit in between my legs. No. It's gonna be a never-ending struggle, I think, this morning with him. Hello, WTE, nice to see you. He's just kind of been cooped up a little bit more than usual the past couple days. Gotta be very concerned about this T10 and shit, now a Centurion. I'll bite though. Shit, there's a meal. Not enough gun depression to deal with that T10 right now too. Okay, I should not have pushed in here. It doesn't help that, on our other side, they could push pretty hard there and actually make headway fairly quickly, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna die here. Hopefully I can get one more shot. No. Okay, that was a bad match. That didn't happen. It's just I hate, the other side. They weren't against a lot of people, but it would have been nice for them to actually put pressure on the enemy. So why don't I hop into the Patriot? Just trying to get a little bit of a credit buffer before I get requests here. Hello, Gordon. Nice to see you too. That's, oh god, after that last stream, I drank, a cup of coffee during it. Holy crap, I could not go to bed. I was up for like maybe 3 or 4 hours after that. I did get done a bunch of voiceovers videos yesterday though. They'll start coming out most likely Thursday. I did do a voiceover for that 9100 damage game into 121. So if you missed the last stream, like you said right there, check out the 1 hour and 45-minute mark at one point. But that video will be coming out Thursday. Unless I screw up the scheduling. That's very possible. I get it though. you know, not all my streams work out for every time zone. That's why I like this, switch the times up a lot. I kind of like it too, because, ooh, I actually damaged him. You know, shakes things up a little bit for me, rather than having the same schedule every day, day in, day out. It's like you'll never hit a shot if you never fire it, so it's worth the chance. It's like I'd rather, you have plenty of rounds in this thing. A lot of tanks, you're better off, chucking around downrange if you're, probably spotted anyway, or they're outside maximum V range. Just chuck around at them, you never know what happens. Which, I see the person on the cat, but most likely, since we haven't seen that person, they are still on the other side of that center church, so I'm not even going to bother pushing in right away. I'd rather get a little bit more damage off here. Potentially, no. So I'd say potentially kill him, but I was trying to set up safely so I wasn't spotted from, that center line road there, which... There's nobody up high here. I usually like going down low. However, yeah, not a lot of people into town. We already lost 2 TDs somehow. Yeah. So I'm just going to head up high here. Not that I want to, but this could turn ugly for us. It's just they're so worried about the valley that if we lose the town here... it'll be a little bit difficult. Really, there's a Borsig behind me, but the rest of the guys here I'm not too confident in. Whew, that was a very nice hit there. Alright. Shoot him in the little boob there, for lack of better words. Thank you very much for killing my driver. Since we're down to 44 seconds, I've got to take a little bit of a miss there. Awesome. I just want to reset once, which I believe is this guy. It's just, actually penetrating him is another thing. Since while he doesn't have a lot of armor... Oopsie daisy. Holy shit. I still can't frickin' penetrate him. Okay, yeah. This is not going to turn out to be very good if I can't keep these guys reset. It's just I'm getting, blasted here from every which way. It's just nobody else is trying to reset, so unfortunately I've got to kind of bite the bullet here. I should have done this. I was thinking about doing this, and I just waited way too long. But, like, holy shit. I know that there's a Patriot there. I should have just pushed right where I'm at right now before letting him chew away at me, but it's like, at least a couple of these guys move up and try to reset a little bit, but oh well. Still did 2,300 damage, so. Ah, nice, you did see that. But, if there are requests, please feel free to request some tanks for me, because I usually flounder picking requests by myself for whatever reason. I'm going to try to get, I still have doubles in the Panther 2, the OHO, VK3002D. I'm working up credits now that the equipment sale's over for the SP1C. That's my next tank I need to buy. Granted, I'm almost to the Type 4 Heavy, and I have pretty good chunks done of the grind, like the Panther 2 here. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to the Swedish tanks as well, the Meal 1 and the Strev 103-0. So, I need a lot of credits again. It's a never-ending cycle. Which today, yeah, I can play the Leo. Thanks for requesting that, Uber. Today, just a reminder, those the tankrewards.com missions. You know, they finished yesterday. I believe it's noon Pacific time, so 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you're going off of my time. At least on the North American server, you know, with Tank Rewards, you should be able to select your rewards then. That's when they're projecting the points to be up. And I believe the new missions start tomorrow, which apparently for this month, they're like touting it as like a long special tank rewards thing. I think, you know, like maybe a multi-tiered reward system. I don't know. It just seems like the rewards for this month, they're saying they're supposed to be special or something. So I want to keep an eye out for that. They're releasing that tomorrow, I believe. You know, the final details for that. All right, thanks for the request. I can do all those things, guys. Much appreciate it. All right. I'm just waiting to see what comes up here in the north. It's just, you know, my team's really balled up here and hasn't pushed anywhere yet. The C-75's thinking about it. I'm just waiting to see if the enemy makes a mistake and, you know, pushes here hard. But I found that this spot's getting a little bit less useful because more people know about it. And they're pushing less, you know, around early on. Whereas before you could get like 3 tanks pushing hard here, and, you know, like 2 or 3 minutes in, you have like 2,000 damage right off the bat. What the hell? I'll load up an HE round and chuck it there if he stays there. Yep, nothing. It's just the Panther 2 here, you know, there are a few tier 9s, but for whatever reason I get this VAP a lot in this thing, and I have not found a spot that worked yet. There we go. As far as setting up initially. Like, I always keep an eye out, but our south's really weak now. I keep an eye out where I want to head, which, yeah, I pretty much have to go south before they decide to push off the center. It's just, yeah, this tank has not worked for me so far. Like, granted, I don't have a ton of matches in it. It's just, yeah, I have not been able to find like a little rhythm with this tank. It seems like it tries to specialize in being like a support tank, but it sucks at it. Just a little bit bad accuracy for that, and the penetration just doesn't work against a lot of things that you find 8 to 10. It's like the alpha increase over the, you know, standard Panther is nice, but outside of that, not so much. I'm gonna see if he going to make the mistake, and yep, I'd much rather catch him when he's trying to reverse. Don't think he's going to be able to get away. Here we go. Woohoo, I killed a light tank. But yeah, I know you can use the, you know, the smaller gun on this, but I tried that for one match and very bad results. Okay, I might be able to hit this T-49, but I definitely can hit that Super Pershing. I usually don't like setting up back here, and I'm probably going to find out that, yep, you can't hit anybody through this spot. What a useless sniping spot. Hell, after all these years, I don't go to certain parts on maps, so I don't know all the little angles and stuff from certain places still. Oh, I wish that they did not buff your turret armor. This would make it a lot easier. Ooh, or not. That shell, like, curved right at him. That works. Alright. Really? Critical hit? That was my bad. I aimed low there, but Ah, shit, is this guy lucky. Holy shit, another critical hit. That hit him right in his frickin' gun. Like, how lucky can one tank get? Like, holy shit. Like, he's dead now, but like... thank you for the subscription, Kevin. At least we have one good thing happening now. It's just like, oh my god, like 3 critical hits in a row on a frickin' T-49. Oh lord. I'm about to take a lot of damage here. Or a little bit less damage, but still. This is not going to end well for me. Nope. Did 2,200 damage. I did more than I thought. Usually airfield, I only do alright in a tank like this on the other side, but... Oh god. That was probably one of the... worst bouts of RNG that I've had recently. Which unfortunately we lost Lakeville. Like, I'll put that on me. I should have played more aggressive there. I've been trying... Hello GG and Parker, nice to see you too. I've been trying to play a little bit more safely recently. It's been working out alright. It's just... Yeah, I should have just stuck with, playing aggressive there. That would have paid off. Alright, so for request, we have the Leo, the Udez, T-57 Heavy, IS-6, KV-5, 113, and the OHO. All good choices. There we go. Yeah, as far as the Leo goes, getting very close to the meal grind, and with the Udez, getting closer to the Strav. Which, don't know if some of you guys were kind of being sarcastic last stream about the whole coffee mug thing. I just mentioned it to Ryan, and she's like, no. I did look it up, though, but oh god. Way too expensive. As far as custom low order. Oh. I think I'd go bankrupt trying to make a couple. Got my nice cold coffee. It's almost all milk. And in a solo cup. That shows you how much of a coffee drinker I am. But I've just been on like a... Just goes to show you how much of a child I still am. On a hot chocolate kick the past few days since it's been freaking freezing out. It's like hell, I can't wait for it to melt. At least on the streets today. It's like a solid freaking thing of ice. I know this is not how this tank is supposed to play, but I am at least going to try to help out this side. I was thinking about pushing more aggressively over here, but I'm going to wait and see first. I'm probably going to miss this little bugger. Yeah, or he's going to... Yep, I'm going to miss him. Awesome. Sometimes I wonder. That was half me and half, yeah, my shell going. The one spot that I could not hit him. But seeing as my team's pushing up, even though, there's tier 8 heavies here, I'm still gonna, help out and push up with them. Doesn't do me any good sitting back there, because usually enemies don't push up very hard after the fact here. Like, there still could be something in front of me. Yep, he can see me. Oh lord, T-34, please do not know that you can shoot through that. And another miss. Question of the day, can a Leo penetrate the IS-3? Probably not. Which, holy shit, they are, sorry Scorpion G, you're not in a very good spot here, but neither... Holy crap. The C-25 and Type 64 is pushing up, but I really need this ISU 152 to stick with me here. I see that Ferdinand's kind of holding it down, but we're not making good decisions here. Not in the least bit. Now we have these light tanks kind of pushing on up here. I'm gonna take my chance at the T-34, which that was a very low HE roll. It's just behind us. We have an IS-3 about to creep over and a Ferdinand. Shit. You just... I've been poking out in between his reloads, but I wasn't expecting the VK to push up like that. Not that I really have a chance here, but I can, at the very least, get a little bit more damage in. I know I'm going to take a shot here. Ah, very nice. That guy actually knows how to angle, unfortunately for me. Can I get one more hit off? Woohoo! We're definitely going to get capped out, but... Oh, Lord. And this is probably the best definition of useless damage that you can see. But I definitely didn't put myself in a very good position. It's like we didn't have the heavy tanks to push this side. Not that we would have won the other side either, but holy shit, that's cold. Negative 24 Celsius. Oh, what does that equate to? Like negative... honestly. I'm decent with Celsius when it's, you know, not below freezing, but yeah. You'll have to help me on that one, the Fahrenheit. Alright, so the Udez is up here. But that was one of those matches I wanted. I would like the 300 damage gun in that match on the Leo. But I'm still on the fence. Like, I like that gun on the Leo, but I also kind of like the 300 damage gun. It's just one of those tanks, it seems like it has two good options. But yeah. Honestly, I'm torn between the two. Usually I can find a gun I like on a tank, but that tank has worked. Granted, I don't think it's a very good tank. Let me start with there. With either gun, it's good, but not, you know, like the T-20. I'd rather have that for a tier 7 medium. But, yeah, it's just, you know, it's a very difficult decision to decide what gun I want on that tank still, even after playing it for, I think about like 30 something battles, maybe near 40 in it so far, maybe a little bit lower. Alright, so the only spot that I really can play this tank on is at least to start out back here and see if I can get a couple little quick shots. Hello Scud, nice to see you. I think I'm going to see where the enemy sets up first. Ooh, Lord. Let's say no chance there. Getting that ELC. This is way too small of a target. This guy, on the other hand, no. Here we go. Honestly, I think this is, no joke, one of the first times I ever sat back here in a tank initially, like at the start of a match, and I'm actually shooting at enemies. Like, I honestly don't think I've ever sat back here before. This goes to show you how much of a small little niche this tank has. So I don't think you guys have ever seen me sit back here, right? It's just I want my team to let them come across now. That's why I usually don't sit back here, because it's very dependent on your team letting them kind of come out to where you can shoot them, and on top of that, the enemy actually crossing. I don't like going to spots that, it's kind of out of your hands. Plus, it doesn't help that I really don't know where the sight lines or the firing lines are. This little bugger keeps coming across at the right time. Whew, they are very nice guys. Shit. Since I need to... We're almost out of guys in front of me. It's just... waiting for this PZ-58 to make a mistake. So our other side's doing all right. He's actually... I don't know if that was on purpose, but he chose a very good time to come out. Which, shit, that was not a good shot for me to miss. Not in the least bit. Oh, I could have gotten that. Shit, I could have gotten that as well. Just once this M46 is out, I'm next on the chopping block. Granted, I have full HP, but that doesn't mean jack in this tank. Like, everything can damage you in this. But, yeah. Very dynamic gameplay here. But it does its job well. Unfortunately, that job isn't always the most useful. Shit. That was not a good bounce for me to get. So I didn't even track him there. That's what I wanted to achieve. Sorry, guys. Hopefully our... Okay, he's got full HP. Hopefully, our center... I do know that spot from getting shot. Going through there enough times. That's what I'm basing most of these shots on, is where have I gotten shot by people sitting back here? The most amount of times. Very nice. He did not have a good crew. Alright, so there's still Centurion 1, but I will now take a gamble and push up here. Okay. It's just this Centurion 1 still hasn't popped up on, the town's radar, which is what scares me a little bit. I'm kind of using myself as a little bit of bait here. Okay, there's the Strev. Just need to find a... There's the Centurion. Okay. So you just need to find a decent shot, but at least we got a win here. Hopefully. Maybe. Sorry, little tank. But pretty decent match. 2,600 damage, 4 kills. Definitely better than what I was expecting, but This is one of those tanks where, like in the Leo, the last match, not that that worked out too well, because we lost pretty bad. But you know, some tanks I'll play out of their elements. But this is one of those where, nope, not even gonna try it. At least early on in a match. Yeah, most amount of damage at 3100, and since I got one blind fire, yeah, on the Panther, I believe. It's one of those tanks I will not play it out of its you know, its strength. All right, so T-57 heavy. Let me scroll all the way down there. I will revisit the Leo at a later point to get, you know, the double on that. Which today usually I end at 10 a.m. I'm gonna go a little bit longer today, maybe 10:30, closer to 11, potentially. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. Oh, like yesterday I finished 6 videos. Like as far as ace tanker matches, there was a couple good ones. I did like an E25. I did the 121 9,000 damage match. I did a 113 match. It was only a first class, but still it was a really fun match. And it helped me explain about kind of deflecting shots and stuff. But did a OHO one. It's just for next. Hello, Lucas. Nice to see you. For next week, I have those done. I'm looking to get the rest of my videos done. I have, from 9.16, so a patch ago, I have about, I think, 16 replays I still have to do from there. And then from the current version at 9.17, I have, I think, like 19. I'm going to have to whittle that down a little bit, but all the ones that are left are ace tanker matches, so it's going to be hard to find ones that I want to cut. Because we should be hearing, it's like, I still haven't seen news that Wargaming, the Russian office, is back from holiday yet, but we should start seeing some news start creeping out here once that happens. I thought it was going to be this week, but you know, it seems like it might be next week at this point. Okay, I'm not liking that I'm out here. Alright, as long as if this grill doesn't creep back out, I should be fine. But I'm going to reload there. I was hoping to get 3 shots on him and trade that for taking 1 from him, but alright, we really need to get that guy. That obviously didn't work out too well for me. This guy pushed a little bit too far. I'm going to try to help this. Never mind. Very nice. I was going to say I was going to try to help the FV so he didn't take another hit. Alright, that batch hat got probably his engine taken out. Oh, already? Are you freaking kidding me? I wasn't even spotted still. Like, leave me alone. Like, granted, he had a shot on me. Whatever, but the amount of times where I'm in, like, this random-ass spot and Artie just hawks me even after I'm not spotted gets a little bit annoying, if I might say so myself. Alright, T-30. I'm going to try not to mess up your side scraping here. They're having a little bit of trouble over there. Very nice. Oh, Lord. E4, you're asking for help in the center when you have a huge chunk of the team over there with you. Not gonna happen. Really? Oh, that was a extremely poorly timed bounce. Crap, there's an E100. I've got a... Granted, we're in the lead. It's not that much of a risk for me to pull back a little bit here. Like, we're going to lose 1 tank out of it, the Centurion 7, but if I just sit out there, I'm definitely going to die. How to reload on autoloader? You just hit C. You don't have to hit anything. You just have to hit C. Test server. No news on that. The next one's before the next patch, like the test server for that. It looks like they're going to be starting sandbox. You know, we still have maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks, I would say, before we get close to the sandbox, stuff like that potentially opening up. Okay. I really wish there was a bridge here. Since I'm not too inclined to fight the guys in the city when we have a very clear open route to their cap, since I don't have a lot of HP to work with. And I want to exact revenge on the SPG. That would be nice. Yeah, little bugger, I'm here waiting for you. Hello, Will. And another Lucas. Nice to see you. And Josh. Nice to see you too. And Summies. Well, I guess, yeah, friendly IF4. You'd be surprised sometimes. Like, I'm always keeping an eye on, you know, what my teammates are doing, because, you know, it's not nice to pull in front of people, but you'd be surprised, like, you're in front of somebody for, like, a couple seconds, and they still shoot you in the back of the turret. Like, did you not see me there? But, not exactly the best match, but I'll take it. I took that 2 stupid hits, one from the grill and another from the SPG, but I wasn't expecting the SPG to hit me, but that's what happens when you don't expect that. Alright, so next request up, the IS-6. Thank you for the subscription. It's actually funny. A couple of my videos here or there, you guys will see. Like in OBS, I toggle off like the YouTube chat and the, you know, like the tickers when I'm doing videos, not streaming. But I leave the alert on, and I'll be recording, and I hear that little jingle of someone subscribing. I'm like, it always brings a smile to my face. I figure I'd leave that in. Not having TDs isn't the worst on this map, but it really depends on if we, you know, decide to push over, you know, stupidly. We can take a lot of damage, but we have a lot of people up there. I'm gonna try the city. But yeah, if we push over too quick and their TDs are sitting back where we can't hit them, you know, like exposing lower plates and stuff like that, we could have some problems. I'm hoping, though, I can catch someone here early. I saw something fall down over there. Since I'm also in a precarious spot here, there is one SPG for me to worry about. Just, you know, I'm kind of out here by myself. Ooh, very nice. But if they forgot about the town, this could be very rewarding for me. I'm at the very least spotting these TDs. I'd like to get 2 big hits. I can't pen to 8.8 anymore based off of where he's at. But at least I got them on edge. I pulled the Tiger 2, maybe not. I was supposed to say, maybe I pulled the Tiger 2 over, but no. Alright. We lost one tank over there. So now my problem is, based off of where they're at, they can see me and I can't see them unless they shoot, and yeah, I can't spot him anymore. I'm gonna see if I can pull this Tiger 2 over though. No, I'm not that lucky. I hope our north wins, just because, you know, they're pinging this. Oh shit. Oh lord. Thank God. Yeah, I'm gonna backtrack here and help, because they're gonna get pushed on. These guys should be able to deal. I'm assuming there's that Udez TD over there. They should be able to deal with that. Maybe it's a Hellcat. Same thing. Lightly armored. I will gladly let you do this. I just need to... Shit. It diminished the chances of me penning him at the last second there. Thanks for the kill. I wasn't doing a very good job at deflecting shots from that IS. Pretty sure I see hentai dolls in the chat. I know who you're referring to. Not that there's anything wrong with it, like, you know, I know people like that kind of stuff, but... Oopsie-daisy. I know that you can track me like that, and you're just gonna spam away your DPM at me. That's why I do not feel bad throwing a PCR at you. Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about there. Alright, with those two guys, I do have to be careful, but at least we're capping, so I have to be I can be a little bit less careful. But this T-29 is pushing in aggressively. Probably, there we go. Probably gonna die here now. Whew. Maybe not. Angle back. I'm hoping he's aiming at my lower plate. No. Maybe he gets HE'd me. I guess kept seeing him pointing his gun down, so that's why I was trying to over angle a little bit. He probably just chucked the HE round at me. That's what I would have done. But decent little win there. Like, I didn't want to go to the hills. IS-6 doesn't perform, you know, the best on them, and you know, if both myself and the enemy team didn't go to the town, it would have been stupid for me not to exploit that. Yeah, most amount of damage on my team. T-29 did a very good job. Nice job by him. You know, deflected a bit, made some credits. Alright, so next request up was the KV-5. And then we have a 113 request. Oh-ho. I'm going to play the Leo again. But, you know, if there's more requests, I have plenty of time here. I'm going to go, you know, past the 10 a.m. end time. I'm going to be doing, you know, after the stream today, more videos here, and I'm going to update my schedule. Essentially, my 2-hour streams, I'm going to push them a little bit longer. It's like the Friday one. I'm not sure if I want to start earlier or go later. I have to consult with my my better half about that. Because really, the only days that we really have time together is, you know, like Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, that he does. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, yeah, like I like, not that, like, it's anime stuff. Like, hentai, you know, kind of means slightly different thing if I'm not mistaken. But more or less, like, I like anime shows, and not that I'd ever buy like figurines and dolls and stuff with about them, but yeah, I don't think it's like a bad thing. Hugo, unfortunately, I do not have I'm gonna try to pronounce this the Louvet. It's not low. I've been saying that forever. I know it was wrong, but the Louvet. I don't know how to pronounce it in German. Uh, I keep getting comments from people trying to pronounce how I pronounce things. You guys wouldn't get it, but I kind of joked with it with Ryan. I'm like, do they know that I went to lower Cape May Regional? It's the high school I graduated from. We have, not to talk bad about my school, but language is not exactly something they put too much emphasis on. I can play the T-54E1, yes. I do have that. Not that we have any requests, or not requests, but options either. We had a choice between French and Spanish as far as languages go. I took Spanish for 2 years, and I kind of hated it because I already kind of knew Spanish going into it, and you know they teach you like proper formal Spanish, and I was taught by a bunch of people in a kitchen, so I'm gonna hope I can get back here. Yeah, and of course that Borsig sneaks in that 700 damage shot. Awesome. But we don't have any spotters for me to work off of here. And there's a lot of people in the center. You know, this could be a very good thing with how our team's set up, but we need that side and our hill to just push up a little bit more. Not much, just a little bit. But yeah, as far as a replacement for like a German heavy, I have a Tiger 2, E75. I've basically, outside of the tier 8 VK heavy, I have tier 8 and up for both lines. Hey, they pushed up far enough. Yay. Grant, it's a KV5 and I can't pen them with standard AP, but I'm getting a little bit tired of being used as a pinata here. Like, usually I'm fine with it, like in a tank like this, going, like I knew I wasn't going to get the best shots off of here, unless I have shots on the hill, but I'm not getting that much assist damage, because the 1 to 2 line isn't pushing up as far as they could. Like, all they have to do is push up to right about here, and they'd have a little bit better shots. Just one of them. I'd be content with one person getting assist damage with me. I can't even freaking penetrate things with APCR. Oh lord. See, I'm kind of playing the KV5 out of its element. I would have been a little bit better off pushing the 1 to 2 line spotting for them, but outside of the M6 kind of dying right away here, we don't have anybody in the center, which, you know, it just doesn't work on this map. You need somebody in the center at all times, kind of spotting for your team, making sure the enemy's not just out spotting you, because you can't move up if you don't have at least one person in the center being like the sacrificial bait a lot of times. Alright, that little Cromwell is on my shit list. If only I could see him again. They completely pulled off the hill now. What are you guys doing? Like, just why? It's like they weren't even getting... Oh my god. I have no words based off of what those two tanks just did. Like... No words. Of course, there's an E25 dinking around on our side now. Let's see if I can get this shit. Let's say, hopefully I can get the type, but no. At the very least, they are capping, and I might be able to get them this time. Yep, I knew he could hit me before I could hit him, but I was taking the chance on that little hat shot. Luckily, the enemy's starting to make the mistake of pushing across into pre-aimed shots now, but yeah. What to say, I can't defend against this type forever. Ooh, Lord, I got a little bit lucky against that Borsig. Or a little bit more than a little bit lucky. Shit, are you kidding me, Skoda? He picked the right time. Right place, right time to push over there. I might get killed by the Borsig. I'm at least going to give my IS a chance here. Nope. But still, these guys all the way in the back, we need you. Like... Okay. Yep. There's only so much I can do. Like, I could have rolled back there, but eventually I'm just going to get killed because nobody else is spotting, which these guys don't have a lot of HP, but... Yeah. that was painful. Alright, so let's add some requests here. Yeah, I can play the M4 Sherman. The E50, unfortunately, I do not have that, Will. I only have up to the Panther 2 in that line. Hello, Sir Chaos. Nice to see you. Thank you, Uber. So, Luva? Or maybe. The Luva. I'm just gonna quit while I'm somewhat ahead. I'm doing better than just saying low, though. I can add the WZ132 on, yes. It's like after the 113 here, we had the OHO. I was gonna pop into the Leo again. T-54E1, M4 Sherman, WZ132. Okie dokie. Kind of looking at the enemy team here. Ooh, it's a lot more 10s than usual you see on the North American server. I like matches like this. They're not easy to play, but I very much like tier 10 matches when it's like this. Thanks, Uber. I have been, you know, you guys brought up like the last stream, figuring out like kind of rewards and stuff as far as, or incentives, or basically stuff either if you guys like tip or, you know, just for watching. I am kind of brainstorming ideas that I can set up. My main barrier is, it kind of stinks right now. Not that I want, like, I hate streams with chat bots where it's kind of like spamming the chat with stuff from them. I don't want that, but right now there's not really any usable, I should say. There are some chat bots for YouTube gaming, but they're all pretty terrible. Ooh, he's aiming right at me. But, you know, I'm trying to figure out things that aren't really intrusive to the stream. Very nice, except for that. Okay, I'm going to repair because there is one more SPG. But, yep, he was aiming right for me too. I freaking know it. Granted, I'm really the only true one spotted, but these guys, you know, they were spotted at some point for firing. Go figure though. It's always me. Yeah, the grind is, you know, a lot of modules. I usually free XP, you know, modules on my tanks. I don't play stock tanks too often. But, oh, it's just, I'm just having trouble with the Panther 2, honestly. It's probably one of the harder tanks for me to play as of recently. It just hasn't clicked. I don't have all my HP, but I will push with you guys if you push, because right now We're a huge artillery magnet. And they are pushing the ice road harder than you typically see. That TVP probably hates me. He's the one that has shot early on in the match. Unfortunately, no. There's just an E3 here. I'm going to do something that might come to bite me in the butt, but... And you can probably replace might with will. Oh lord. I was not expecting them to push across the center there early. Oh, I'm trying to help you, M48. Ooh lord. I almost took that shot. I want to go help the ice road, honestly. I'm waiting to see if they kill him. Very nice. But, you know, they're flanking the E3 now. He's dying. They just pushed another tank across the bridge. But if I'm able to help free up this group of tanks we have here, it'll pretty much kill their chances of winning. Not that they're doing very well now. We haven't lost the tank yet. I'm going to venture to say I'm going to be the first one to die. Because once I poke my head out here, granted there's a TVP now looking at me, they're all going to turn to me and pull back. If this TVP... Ooh, lord. I was about to say, there's a very good chance of him popping down behind us. Just we have the E5 now. We're on his radar. It's just we can... I don't know why they're pulling back to the base when... Okay. Just if they push over now, there's no chance for them to kill all of us if we push at the same time. Guess I don't need a heat round now since the E5's out. Come on, repair. I do not have repair on any of my crew members here. But nice little, for lack of better words, boring match, considering I did over 3,000 damage. I didn't block anything. The armor on this I find best to use at range. Is there a reason why you're trying to push me? I find, you know, it works best at range, but yeah, I'm a complete retard. You're such a, you know, pro, Mr. G player. I'm sorry for getting, you know, in your way. All right. But anyway, pretty nice, easy match. We only lost one tank there. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you. It's see you, Simon. Thanks for watching. But I like wins like that. Almost have brothers in arms in this, but you know, God forbid I got in that way of that G player. I'm surprised he didn't end up shooting me and, you know, throwing a even larger hissy fit. Alright, so on to the Oho. The first tank where I got one of these missions done to put a ace tanker emblem on it. It's kind of sad. Yes, I did. Honestly, though, he was pushing me for, like, yes, I kind of messed him up a little bit, but, you know, at the same time, I wasn't doing anything wrong there. Like, he could have, you know, basically I was in his spot, I should say. I think advancing onto the, you know, the tanks on the ice road, he got a little ticked off there, but whatever. Alright, so I'm going to see where my team heads, but I'm tempted to go this way, but at the same time, it's not the easiest side to push on this. Just because if you stay up high, you're a gigantic target and you can get hit by a lot of different places. If you push low, kind of the same thing. Just your armor's not the best if, you know, those TDs set up or a T-34 sets up in front of me. But I'm planning to head the 1-3 line, I should say. It's just we have 2 big blocks of armor heading this way. Yeah, sure, I'll head this way. See, I don't know. Since I've been watching more streamers and stuff. Honestly, I hate watching some of the, as far as performance-wise, some of the better performance-wise one. I think they're not to talk bad about other people because, you know, I know I mess up as far as streaming goes a lot, but I don't find them very enjoyable to watch because the whole time they're just like trying their best to farm, like people that farm marks of excellence and stuff like that, you know, just farm them, and they're not exactly the best team players in the world. They might win a lot and do a lot of damage, but a lot of that time it comes through, you know, platooning with people trying to do the same thing. But I guess I actually enjoy watching people who stream more for fun and you know, are just kind of going along with it, and you know, like talking to viewers and stuff. Unfortunately, you know, people like that don't stream as much, and you know, it's hard to find people to watch on a consistent basis. He probably didn't shoot me, honestly, not to sound like conceited or something, but he probably looked up and he's like, "Oh, he's a Unicum too. He's my kind." Honestly, I've had very funny reactions in the past of, you know, whether like in the same situations, like I'm in their spot or I'm doing something that they don't feel like a Unicum should do, and they kind of start like yelling at you in chat and stuff. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, person? Like, just go away. There we go. He's one-shottable now. I want to annoy the hell out of the prototype, but I'd much rather basically reduce the amount of enemies in front of me right now at the same time. Yeah. This is why I didn't want to come here, because pushing up in this thing is not easy. No gun depression to the front. I have to over angle off to the side to actually get shots off. And running into, you know, a prototype here, he has a very easy time penetrating me, even with his standard round. He just has to hit flat parts. Luckily, so far, you know, I haven't taken too much damage here. Here we go. But I am showing some of my weak spots. But I'd much rather fight off of the right side of this tank. You know, basically the only shot I've hit so far. It's a lot easier to work with the gun depression on that side. Somebody just bought me one? Well, thank you very much, Gary. Since it seems like it's you, I'll have to check. Oh, Lord. M4, I know why you pulled back, but at the same time, you are leaving me out in a very bad spot here. Yep. It's just getting shots off in this thing is a challenge sometimes, and now my gunner's dead. Yep. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I did not want to come here, but I should have listened to that little voice in my head that I tend to ignore sometimes. Because now he can just HE me down. Yeah, this was a stupid decision for me to go here. Let's see if I get lucky. Nope. And we got capped out. Like, I know it's really hard to reset the cap, but Come on, guys, at least make an effort before they finish capping. But that was a bad match in the Oho. Lord. Yeah. Somehow I did not 3 damage, but which the low might have to wait. It's not showing up for me. If someone did get it for me, yeah. Obviously it has not arrived yet. Unless you're just messing with me. Anyway. I might have misread that. That really got my hopes up. Anyway, next request up was the Leo again. I was gonna get back to that. Okay, I'm trying to buff tier 9. Thank you very much, Uber, for the Luva tip. I really had to try hard not to say low. But honestly, it is I don't think I have any actual German premium heavy tanks to do my cruise in. I have all low tier ones. Hello, Anthony. Nice to see you. Decisions. Where do I want to go? I'll head up here. I don't want to head down there, at least right away. Maybe it's just a little bit of a delay then. My blacklist has grown very large as of recently. So I see a lot of people, honestly, on my blacklist now. Well, it's not just bots now. I add people just for being dicks on it, for lack of better words. Like, yeah, I use it. I used to just do it for, you know, people I think that are bots or who do something completely asinine, but I've expanded it to just bad people as far as, like, their manners go. I did not expect him to do that. Yep, got my track shot. Awesome. Got another track shot. Oh, this guy is angry. I'm gonna take a hit from him. But, holy shit, dude. Like, I get that you wanted to kill him, but did you really have to drive right in front of me? Like, I'm not even gonna apologize for shooting that guy. Usually I do it if there's a small chance it was my fault. But, like, come on. Like, you saw that I was gonna shoot and kill him. And there was no chance in me actually, you know, taking more damage from him because he has a longer reload. After that first shot I took. Yep, get zip right in front of me. That kind of, granted my friends list is a little bit larger than that. That kind of sounds like mine. I'm glad they expanded the size of the, you know, friend and blacklist because, you know, a few years ago I had to make very hard decisions whether or not to have people on my friends list or to add another player to my blacklist. I used to have to, like, go through on a regular basis and, you know, kind of delete a couple people off my friends list to add someone who really deserved it on a blacklist. Come on, little tank. And of course, the 1375 saw me. Let's say, I hope, you know, having these couple tanks here with me help me out a little bit. Uh, 300 damage gun, how I miss you sometimes. There we go. Not that it would have been the best accurate, most accurate gun in that case, but like I said, every time I play this tank now, I like this gun. You know, the smaller gun on this, it's much like the Comet, but I definitely second guess myself every match. Well, I wouldn't say that's the only reason that they lost World War II, but I'm almost finished. I don't know if anyone has seen it, The Man in the High Castle on Amazon Prime Video, but I'm almost finished season 1. I'm very much enjoying that show there. It's like, I know it has good reviews, but a lot of times, shows with good reviews don't always, work out, for better words. He's gonna kill me. Yep. But I'm kind of addicted to it. But I limit myself to one episode a day, or else I would never get anything done. You should feel special, Anthony. We won that very quick. Okay. Let's see, up next here. We have, as far as requests go, the T-54E1. I should use filters to get all the way to one side to another. Which I always say, if anybody watches this stream and has a NA account, feel free to send me a message if you want to be on my friends list. It's nice knowing, if you get sent a request, sometimes I don't always accept it if I don't recognize the name, only because I've had times before where like one person I didn't even know who the hell it was, sent me a request, but then they spam me with invites, and as far as like for detachments and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know you. like if I know who you are, or you watch the stream, or I've played with you on a whim, because sometimes I accept people's, like, if they're doing missions, and then they're pretty fun to play with. Like, if you're just a random person, like, yeah. You guys make fun of me for using people as meat shields and kill stealing, but it just happens. I'm very competitive. But hey, I've always admitted, though, I am not the best platoon mate in the world. But I guess really like solo playing. That's why I'm not always the best person to have on your team. I do play for usually for the betterment of the team, as far as trying to get a win or something like that, but not always the best at platooning with. I can be artied here. Sorry, WZ1. Oh god, I was like, there's another tank coming in front of me. I do not want to trade shots with him, but yeah. The VK medium, yes, I can add that on. This is why I do not want to trade shots with him, because he reloads before me. If I don't kill him, he's like, ooh, goody. He can just come around. Yep, they're probably going to kill me if I don't bounce more shots. And yep, I'm not getting too much assistance here. Always pays to be... Ooh, I got a little lucky bounce there. Always pays to have eyes on the back of your head. Don't do it, Patriot. Don't do it. 4 tanks there. Be very nice, though, if, the T-44, that object, they would push up. Really? Really? Shit. Lack of gun depression. Whew. I'm tempted to reload, but this Skoda can clip both of us. I'm probably going to regret not loading here, but we're definitely going to die. Whether it's by the IS-3, the Skoda. I'll take a shot on him just because I am going to die here. But, oh well. It's just if you don't have enough people in the front, you know, they're going to push in and chip away at you in this. Usually I don't play it very towards the front and aggressive, but yeah. Alright, yeah, the VK30. Yeah, I am Menz on the NA server. I am, Gary. But yes, like Uber said, sometimes there is a slight delay with GIFs. Yeah, it's still not showing up, honestly. You know, in the premium shop. I have noticed, yeah, there is, with that delay, sometimes they don't actually. Wait, actually, it doesn't show up in the premium shop for me. It did send me an email though. You not to say you may have gotten the wrong server there. I guess I could hit deny. It says it's coming from the EU gift shop. I don't know how that happened. Alright, yeah, we lost there. But next up was the M4 Sherman as far as the request. Did the most amount of damage, but yeah. Granted, you know, I do have an EU account. I planned on putting some battles on it. That way I could put on I can post on the forums a little bit more because I can't post in most sections, but yeah, I can't say I have like I think one battle maybe over there. Honestly, I don't know what happens if I do hit deny. I don't know if it cancels it. I don't think it does. It might just go to your account over there. Okay, so this is going to be a challenging match. It's just their top 3 tanks. The Challenger. Hello, Toma. Yeah, it just it looks like it sent it to my EU account on that gift shop, Gary. At least that's what the whatchamajig, the email, it has me going to the EU shop to, you know, accept it. Yes, I do, Abdul. You know, I actually have names on every single server. So I do my best to trying to post on, you know, the forums as far as my guides and videos and stuff on all the, you know, all those servers that I can. Yeah. You know, this might actually open up a streaming possibility though, on the EU server. Not that I'd have many tanks, I only have tier 1 tanks over there, but oh lord. Scary. Yeah, I'm gonna take a risk. It's just... Whoa, KV1. No! Dude, I'm trying to go backwards. Stop pushing me. What? There's a frickin' M6 there. Like, I do not want to go that far out. Oh my god. You go over, if you want to make other, you know, server accounts, you just go onto, you know, that server's website. Granted, I did it years ago. I don't know if you can use the same email, but I have them all tied to one email. Okay. Yes, you do need, different clients. There are mods though that actually allow you to just have one client and play on different servers. I'm gonna try to light him on fire, but that's not the best shot. Sure, I can do that, Gary. After the battle. But yeah, it's coming up as you have received a gift from your username, and then it says to accept, go to EU.premium shop, blah blah blah, all that. Because I've gotten things before, from other servers, but you have to go on the NA. Ooh, I'm gonna die. The NA gift shop to gift it. That's a little strange though. Who knows? Who knows what happened there? I've actually done that before though on a giveaway. At this point, it was a few years ago, but more or less, it was one of my like on WoTguru.com, one of the giveaways there, and I gifted it to, I think it was somebody on the NA server instead of gifting it to the EU server. And then the person messaged me and they're like, "Why'd you give me this?" I'm like, "Merry Christmas." All right, so I did I did hit decline, but hopefully that doesn't mess up anything on your end, Gary. But thank you very much. Hopefully it works. But I don't know if you hit decline and it might just go to your account. If I've actually never had to go through that before. Yeah, the main reason, like, I know a lot of you guys have, you play on the EU, SEA server. I could play on the EU server, honestly. I am getting bad ping now for this server, but my ping over on the EU server is actually worse than, say, the test server when that pops up, and that's over basically like a Russian server. My ping hovers just under like 200 milliseconds ping most of the time for an EU server. That's why I've never really played that much over there. Trust me, I kind of want to in a way. Not that I like the NA server, but just because as far as community support and for media accounts and getting early access to stuff, the EU wargaming team is one of the best with that. And compared to the NA team, granted, it is a smaller office of wargaming. There's just no comparison. But unfortunately, it's not like I can financially invest in a separate EU account, even just time wise too. It's not. Yeah, the teams haven't been the best, but I've made some stupid little mistakes. Shit. And another Skoda. These things have been killing me. The on track is for a Skoda right now, and honestly I hate it. Even Wargaming kind of made in their little like January video, they were kind of making fun that like prepare, it's the on track for the the TVP, like you're gonna get destroyed by these little buggers. Alright, obviously usually I don't push on this side, but tier 10 match, I will definitely go where I'm supposed to in a light tank. Let's see, I got a little bit of spotting. I'm probably gonna get shot by him. That was a waste of a round. We took a little bit too long though, if I can say so myself. Whoopsie daisy, I got off of the cap. Hopefully that does not come back to bite me. I'm thinking about pushing into RD, but I cannot push on RD by myself as of right now. It's like I'm pulling them back. Honestly, I'd like to cap, but I'm not going to be able to. Luckily, this T-95 has not ended my existence yet. He's about to, though. At least they're not just steamrolling us now. My problem is I really want to, yeah, there's a Bat Chat and there's a Scorpion G. I really want to help, but yeah, I haven't played this right. But this is why winning the field, I always say it's useless, because even if you make it to their base, the majority of the time you're not going to be able to do anything because you can't push on the base effectively. Somehow I bounce off a Bat Chat with an APCR round. That wasn't even like a weird hit there. Like that should have landed and killed him. Yeah, not too much I can do here. I feel bad it's kind of a waste of money at this point for me to keep taking shots, but yeah, oh well. Yes, I can get to that, Walter. It's like, as far as requests, next up is a Chaffy for the next request. I haven't played the Chaffy in quite some time. It's been a very long time. When are they nerfing? Or, yeah, like you said, rebalance. I have no clue with them. It's probably, you know, waiting for the sandbox, honestly. But and as far as sandboxes, you know, the rebalancing when the lights come, tier 10 lights and the RD changes, they're probably going to use that time to tweak some of the tanks that need rebalancing. So maybe 2 patches, because the next patch should just be you know, American TD speed buff for the very slow ones, the German heavy rework, stuff like that. It shouldn't be any significant, like, massive changes. So honestly, you know, Wargaming hasn't said anything about like specifics on how they're rebalancing the 9 and 10 for the Czech mediums, but they have stated that they do need, you know, they do need to be fixed, no doubt. Honestly, they're probably just going to shave off the V range a little bit when the media or the lights come out, and maybe tone down like the accuracy a little bit, or increase the reload time in between drums, something like that. I don't think it's gonna. They don't need a major change, because I think they do a job very well. It's just they don't have too many counters against, outside of just having low armor and somewhat low HP. Oopsie daisy, I went a little bit too far down there. Come on. I know I'm on the cap, but I'm not one person just to, or I'm not a person just to sit on the cap and expect to actually cap it out. Oh Lord. I think he's like, shit. Be nice if someone else would shoot at him now. I don't know how lucky I'm going to keep getting with hitting his little cupola. But we do have a very easy road ahead of us. I hope I'm correct in that word. Only because they have not pushed very hard up here, the enemy team. Ooh. Sorry, Grant, but you should not have pushed out there. Shit, there is a Hellcat. Ah, shit. Screw you, Hellcat. Well, I should say screw you, M8, and I'm dead. Hopefully my team wins. They should win this very easily, and then at this point, they're not going to have any armor to finish us off, but yeah. I should have noticed there was that Hellcat before he took that big hit on me. I was not paying 100% attention. Alright, so T-62A for the next tank up. Whoopsie daisy, I did not want to click on that in the other screen. Yeah, I can add those on those two tanks for requests. Yeah, I know my streaming time says it's going to stop at 10 a.m., but I am going to go a little bit past that today. Alright, dog. I don't know if you can hear him snoring. Hey, oh god. Levi, I think, is still a little bit angry at me. I was clipping his nails last night. He hates it. I'm trying to do it now. We take him to a groomer a lot because we like to keep his hair shorter, but the groomer, obviously they had someone new there last time and they clipped his nails wrong at too much of an angle, and it messed up underneath. So he's very, very angry when people touches his little paws. I do have a pretty funny video I'm tempted to put on YouTube. You guys might see a dog video someday soon of Levi versus gigantic cardboard box. That dog hates frickin' boxes. It's pretty funny. I actually got a Christmas gift yesterday. It came and I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't order anything from Amazon, but Ryan, I was like, what is in a 6-foot box? It was a pitchfork. I put it on my wish list and I forgot about it, but one of Ryan's family members in Florida gave us it. It was just the strangest thing to pull out. I'm like, what is this? which I'm not going to use it as a weapon, but I just have a gigantic, I like to garden, compost, stuff like that. Oh lord, I'm pushing into what I feel like is a bad choice for me here. Trying to track him, but I should guess I got a little bit lucky not taking damage there. Yeah, I'll have to catch up and chat in a little bit. I messed up my windows over there, and hopefully I didn't cause you... Okay, I see you're typing something now, Gary. Yeah, hopefully, you know, I didn't cause you any trouble, but it did. I don't know why. It did show up on the EU account. I did double check, but at least you know it stinks. You know they didn't refund it, but you know at least it didn't give you credits or something. Sorry, but thank you very much. Don't feel inclined or obligated to send it to me again on the NA, just in case it screws up again, but I appreciate it. Alright, that IS-7 is... I want to fight further down, just because I don't want to get pushed and smacked by a T-30, which I'm about to. Especially because I missed him. He has whacked me right through my mantlet with that shot. Yeah, I was trying to track him. I should have went for a safer shot. Alright, now we have the M48 pushing up. Now I'll do it. Oh lord. Serb, save me. Right, IS-7 doesn't look like he can shoot me. I'm glad he can use the gold. Yeah, it's no small amount of money. Hopefully there's some good sales coming up on EU, but I saw one of the streamers yesterday. Seems like there was a pretty cool mission on the EU server he was on. It was like, I think it was called like getting back to normal or something, but the rewards, it was like a ton of free experience or something, like 15,000. I was like, where's that on the NA server? I was like, I just saw it and it looked like a cool mission. We haven't gotten anything like that before, I believe. Alright, so Mastery Bass second class, 2,700 damage. I was lucky not to suffer too much from that T-30 hitting me. Alright, Object 140 requests. Just adding all these on here. There we go. Just making sure I don't miss any requests. So we have the VK3002D up for the next request. Yeah, I think we've had that like once or twice before. I like that because I'll just grind a tank then. I usually don't just play one tank grinding one after another for battles, but when we, if you get a 2x weekend for all the battles, I'll definitely do it then. I'd almost rather have them than like 5x weekends and stuff. Nice. See, I like equipment sales. As evident, I just purchased a lot of equipment when the NA had it this weekend. But I also kind of hate them because I feel obligated to just throw in as many credits as possible into equipment. Hell, I spent like 30, 40 minutes the other day right before the stream going through my garage and basically all the tanks that I don't have equipped or the low tier ones. I pulled all the ammunition, all the consumables. I left the equipment on there because I plan on getting them up and running eventually when I get enough credits, but I pulled it all off just to get equipment so I could get more tanks ready because I wasn't theoretically losing any credits by selling it, but yeah. I was going a little bit OCD on my garage. Okay, A43. Oh lord. I'm really glad there's no smell-o-vision. Pretty sure the dog just farted. Why did I do that? Why did I sit here too? Only because I don't have the accuracy to get shots off like that. I'm hoping he bounces, but he hasn't bounced so far. There we go. I hope that TD pulls back, but here we go. I'm just worried about the A44 because I cannot pin his frontal armor. I think if he comes up, you know, and tries to brawl with me. Oh shit! There's an IS behind me. Okay. This is no bueno. Shit, the gun just got damaged. Stop tracking me! Oh shit, there's an E25 now. I'm more inclined to try to kill the E25. Because I'm definitely going to die here. Just to try to help my team, but yeah. I definitely pushed out too far there. Because most of my team, typical, sitting here, and then for whatever reason we have a bunch of TDs over here. That's not going to end well. Oh well. Alright, IS-2 Berlin for the next one. I think Levi's like, I want to go out in the snow again before it all melts. Dog frickin' loves the snow. I'm looking forward to the reward tank, Anthony. Not that it's the best tank, but yeah, I like American tanks. And nice. Yeah, I've been wanting to platoon with him. It just seems like whenever he's on, I'm not online. But last night it was freaking. Oh, it was like 10 degrees, whatever. But me and Levi were outside, and I was throwing like it was really powdery snow, so like they look like boulders at him, like snow boulders. And this tank, or not this tank, this dog just like rushes and jumps right into him midair. It was kind of funny. No video though, because I wasn't gonna make Ryan come outside. She has to work, and she is college today on top of that, so. I might actually rethink. this a little bit. We can't all go here. I'm going to be really out of position, but it'll be better than us all being stuck in E1 potentially. Yeah, this thing's not overpowered. It's essentially, you know, a standard IS tank for the most part. And a lot of people hate that tank. I actually loved it. Like, I ended up selling it for credits a while ago, but I actually really liked playing that tank, even if it wasn't. I don't think I was good back then. There was a period where I was terrible at the game. Thank you, E25, and of course we have no people, with the KV-1S and Hellcat back there. They're not even in a spot to be able to support. It's just I know already. Yeah, I know they're aiming at me now. I'm just trying to. Hopefully, I'm going to want to push up here on the left. It's just, I'm kind of waiting for these guys to make a move. But it doesn't look like they're going to do that, so. Hello, Ming. Hello, Jack, as well. Nice to see you guys. I'm probably going to regret doing this. Nope. Awesome. Honestly, I'm not smelling a big game as of yet. I'm trying to get into a spot where I can help these guys, though. Come on, aim. Oh, I tracked him again. I really wanted to do HP damage. Because I'm trying to set up here more for the guys over there, because the longer that they are stuck, longer that they're stuck out over there, the worse it is for our team. Okay, at least they got the IS out, so I will refocus here a little bit. Good luck, Jack. Because E25, though, scares the piss out of me. Depending on if he gets behind me or not. I haven't done anything yet, though. Yay. Ring around the rosy. Oh, I messed up. He has a shorter reload than me. So I'm just going to try to spin him there. Oh, I've played this so weird. And sometimes weird works, but not in this case. I just lost a lot of HP not going to the right route early on. Honestly, though, like, who knows if their SPGs are still over there. Or Chaffy flipped over. But I will be extremely mad at myself if there's still SPGs back here and I get killed by one. I'm going to guess that I'm going to have to go with there aren't. But, yeah, I'm going to hate myself if that happens. But I'm kind of checking here. No. Alright, now I'll push up with the T-150. The sound might have done that, possibly. without hitting this little leopard tank. Ooh, it actually worked. Unfortunately, though, we just lost that guy. Oh, Lord. Looks like I hit him. Yep, I hit him. It's, you know, nothing wrong with being nervous. Trust me, I'm nervous like every single frickin' day of my life. But stop pushing out there, guys. If you die, we lose. If I die, we still have a chance. This Hellcat, though, like, he just seems to want to, like, holy shit, dude. So, yeah, this Skoda, I hope he does not take that guy out. It's like, I'm concerned about their SPGs, but I'd rather get out their regular tanks. SPGs we can work against. Tiger and a Skoda, a little bit less so. I might as well get this little bugger out. Maybe. AMX-13's trying to flank me. He might succeed. Don't need APCR now, but I really just had it loaded for the Tiger. Fortunately, we got a win here. Maybe. Definitely. Whew. That was a little bit, see you, Abdul. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I think, yeah, I got to a couple tanks for you. Yeah, thanks again for watching. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow during the stream. Got a Mastery Badge First Class. Good amount of damage, kills, experience. A little bit of assist damage, too. I used some APCR cells I didn't need to, but yeah, it happens sometimes. Alright, so 113 is up next for the request. Yeah, I can play the Scorpion, the US version. Honestly, bear with me for a second here. It's getting a little chilly in here because it's so freaking cold outside. Usually I have my heat not off this time of day, but the wonders of technology. Yeah, unfortunately we just lost Redshire there. There we go. Maybe now I'll stop. I'm like shaking a little bit, but maybe I shouldn't have wore a t-shirt. That's not good, Gordon. Your headset died? No, I got plenty of time, Jack. Like, my end time does say 10 a.m. for today. I just didn't get to, you know, fixing the image. I'm going to be doing that later today. But I'm going past 10 today. I have the 183, VK4502B, Object 140, Scorpion. I can play all those tanks. I'm running into a lot of G players today, and, you know, on the enemy team, my team. I wonder if they're, like, planning this or something, because it's a lot of people to keep running into this the same clan. I know, it's just this actually is the coldest room of our house, but usually I'm fine. It was 68. I bumped it up to 72 degrees. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the WZ111 is not a bad premium now. Honestly, it used to... I liked it when it first came out, and then it ended up kind of crapping out. Yeah, we're going to be in for a world of hurt here. Not just because of their platoon, but their team makeup is a lot better than ours. I'm sure that'll piss them off a little bit. I'm not too enthusiastic about, you know, our team's set up on the town, but we haven't pushed in, which I get it. It's just oh Lord. He just had to push up there that little bit more, Centaurian. He's ruined it. Shit. There we go. I was about to say, he doesn't have the point on his tank that my tank renders and spots on. It wasn't pointing out, and he kind of disappeared there for a second, even though I knew he was sticking out. All right. Oh, and yep, he can poke out and hit me. This tank's very freaking long. Where is he aiming? And the lower plate is basically butter, too. Trying my damnedest to... Oh, and I bounced. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, oh my god. I see the IS-3. Artie's probably gonna make me pay, but oh, that was like one of the worst possible shots that shot could have landed. I need to help out the town now. I just saw that guy coming around. I definitely had to deal with that while I still had a chance. Now this T-49. Yep, I missed. They'll be fine now. Alright. Hoping this IS-3 does not decide to push up. But I've got to try to help out here. Granted, I'm pushing into like their big blob of tanks. It's just shit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die now. Thank you very much, Rob. Yeah, he's just gonna push right by me and I'm gonna die here. I was gonna try to ram to at least get a little bit of damage, but yeah, unfortunately, basically, if your team sits on the outside of town, regardless of the game mode, and an enemy pushes in, they have the leg up on you because you're really stuck with pushing back in, getting shots, and they have so many different little avenues of attack. And you very rarely see a team win, especially when it's either standard battle or like assault, a little bit different, but more or less, you at least have to push in and win this part of the town, either this little area. You can't not win it, and unless the enemy team makes a huge mess up and still win. But thank you very much, Rob. Hello, Panda. Nice to see you. And hello, King of Memes. Let me translate that real quick. Ooh, my hands. They are... hello to you as well. Alright, next up request was the FE-183. Ooh, my hands need to warm up here a little bit. Honestly, I think they're pretty well balanced now, the three tanks, because they're very similar. The IS-6 is probably the more all-around tank of the three between the 112 and WZ-111. This definitely has the most firepower out of them, I believe. Armor, very good. 112 has the most armor, but worst gun. WZ-111 has the best mobility, I believe now, and gun handling while moving around. But the gun still is a little bit worse than the IS-6. Honestly, out of the bunch, it really depends on the map, but I would still say the IS-6 is the best out of the three. It's just... It definitely... They at least all have their ups and downs now. Whereas before, when they first came out, WZ-111, IS-6 were very similar. 112 was the worst of the bunch because of the module damage. But WZ-111 got left behind. Now they're all pretty much equal. He would warm me up. Unfortunately, though, I do not want to wake him up now because he's being very good and, he's passed out. How many language can I speak? I barely can speak English. Just English, and I can speak Spanish, and by Spanish I mean from working in a kitchen, not to call it, because it's not Mexican, but I speak very rural, or not, that's not a good word, like slang Spanish, essentially. Improper Spanish, whatever you want to call it. It's just, yeah. But outside of that, pretty much nothing else. I'm going to push straight ahead here and hope that since there's my entire team behind me, I get help. I don't know if he wants to get shot by me. Granted, I can't... if I hit the fencing, I'm done. It's just, I do need some help from my team. Like, I'm not in a good spot for Artie, but I'm just concerned pushing up, and if this Strev doesn't die. I'm surprised though that he's just sitting out there. Okay. Hello, Foreplay. Nice to see you. Amigo. Well, yeah, you just do what some people do. You add an O or an A to the end, depending if it's like a male or female, word or tied to one of them, and that's good enough for Spanglish. Honestly, I still do that sometimes. Like, even though I'll say I can speak Spanish, I will say I'm not that good at it. I'm good with cooking related. Oh, Lord. You guys didn't see that. No. I did not just try to kill steal and completely fail. That's not going to help me with my nickname. Alright, the enemy team's like, it's Cap, guys! We can do it! They're all on the other side of the map. All like 300 meters away, because Ensk is tiny. Alright. Hello, Mr. T-54. Goodbye, Mr. T-54. Oh, I love ammo racks. Don't want to die here, but I might end up dying here. Or maybe not. I probably could switch. Shit. To an AP round, but oh well. See you, Foreplay. Like, whoop. I can't cross it anymore. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, that's what you do see a lot, Is Spanish easy to learn? I would say Yes and no. Like, I didn't do too well in it in school, because I was trying... Ah, hello, Channel... Hope... Hokala? I guess hello to you. I do try my best to communicate with people on the stream, but only if I can speak their language. Um, I would say learning Spanish is easier. Is this somebody who's watching? I'll hit accept, but hopefully it's one of you guys and not some stranger. All right, it's popping to this. I will say Spanish is probably easier than English. Well, as far as AP and Hesh, the tank is balanced around Hesh to be good, but it's very temperamental. And AP a lot of the times will give you because when the tank first came out, it didn't have a lot of armor, but the Hesh rounds had a lot more penetration. Um, and that really helped you get more towards the most amount of damage that a Hesh shell can do, and less low rolls. Even though the low rolls are still pretty high for a regular tank, it's just your DPM theoretically is terrible if you're doing like half damage with a Hesh round, and it's not even worth playing the FV 183. If your team really needs you to keep churning out regular damage, AP, while the DPM isn't that great for tier 10 heavy, or not heavy, but a TD, it will get you more consistent damage a lot of the time just because the penetration is off the charts. It's just, typically I like Hesh at least to start with because it really gets people to back off from pushing up and your team is able to keep more map control. But later on, I tend to make a mistake and not switch to AP as much. Well, it's a lot cheaper, but a lot of times if you come across like an E100, a mouse, stuff like that, your AP shell can chew through basically a lot of their armor, even if they're angled. Whereas a Hesh round hit the side of a mouse in the wrong spot or the entire side outside of the turret of an E100, and you're going to do almost no damage. Like, for 183, is concerned. If that makes sense, but... Alright. Okay. Hopefully their arty's not set up to hit me, but I'm content with sitting here for a minute to see if something else pops out and tries to shoot me. He's out of shells now. There's a T-32. I critted him, but I did wait a little bit too long there. Alright, they're doing a very good job there, so they should be fine. It's just this thing's not fast enough for me to catch up to them if they keep doing a decent job, so I'm gonna push this route. It's not the safest for me, but I just need to get past this rock. Alright, here we go. T-57, of course, is pointed this way. Or at least he was. Go, E4! I'll finish him off. Oh, that guy's mad. At least I wanted to finish him off with you. I'll just let you get him. I'll take a hit at the IS-4, and I'm wondering where all their... Like, I see a 268 up there, but all their TDs must be sitting back here. They lost them the game. Like, you can't get any shots, really, from back here, unless the enemy's already pushed on you. I'm glad that, they set up there, but I feel bad for some of the enemies. See, I want to travel to, like places in Asia, even just Europe I'd be happy with, but yeah, definitely financially, I'm not at that point in my life. Usually, you know, we get invites to. My dad likes to take everyone on family vacations. You know, it's something important. We haven't been able to go though. Usually, I stay home and I watch all the animals, just because, you know, schedule-wise, Ryan and I, oh, especially her, she's extremely busy this time of year. Can't take off, you know, a week or two of student teaching in college and expect to pass. I'm coming. I thought he was pointing at me, but he isn't. Where are you going? You little filthy chai sniper. All these guys, except for the AFK E4, they were sitting way too far back to be useful. Even if, you know, there's no great spot for TD on this map most of the time, but you're doing yourself a disservice sitting all the way in back, not helping your team. You're more useful pushing out and getting shot and your teammates not being killed, rather than sit there until it's too late for you to actually win the match. Sell my house? I'm not gonna do that. We're lucky we got a really good deal on our house. We bought it through a short sale. You know, my parents are in real estate, and this is actually in the neighborhood I grew up in, right around the corner from my old house. And we've dumped so much money in this, but we got it so cheap. It's eventually, if we do sell it, you know, it's a very good investment. But I'm not going to do that. We know somebody who they bought their house 3 years ago at this point, didn't put any money down on it, you know, so a very large mortgage, bad interest rate, what have you, and they're trying to sell it now and buy an even more expensive house, even though they barely can afford the one that they have already. And yeah, financially, that's just stupid. No other words, it's just stupid. Nice. That's not a bad interest rate. Ours is it's a little bit higher than that. Doesn't make sense for us to refinance though. Ooh, Lord. Our team is not pushing out there. Yeah. I'm gonna instead go down the center. I like pushing this side, but not if nobody else does it. But unfortunately, when we were getting the house, it was just going to be me as far as purchasing it, just so we got a better interest rate. But unfortunately, it was like, because there's so many regulations now as far as mortgages and stuff since the financial crisis, and I was like 10 grand away from being able to do it. But yeah. Okay. Not that he made it over, but I'm really surprised that he wanted to. Especially with the smaller gun. I'll take the couple shots just to keep my repair kit. Here's a T95. Why T95s? I know the SPGs are most likely to my left, but just in case things go south here, I'm heading this way. I'd like to make sure that we kill that Batchat. I'll take the hit from the T95, whatever. Or not. that looked like one of my shots a couple games ago. Sorry, T95. And maybe Artie is on this side. Alright, I'm not liking that huge glob of heavy tanks, so I'm content with capping out if we can cap out. Come on, guys. We have a very good chance to cap instead of pushing into a massive glob of tanks, you know, high alpha tanks with armor compared to us. Just freaking cap and win. And oh, at least I have these 2 lights on with me. Those bat chats are looking purely for damage sakes. And oh, we blew it. Yep. We're probably gonna lose this now. Oh, Lord. I didn't kill him. Yeah. There's no chance now. You know, had they just listened and they capped, we would have won. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Not that it was the worst decision ever, but I'm still putting them on there because that was... If he calls me a win or lose me a win, you're going on the blacklist for doing something that stupid. But everyone needs more damage. Gotta pad that win rate 8. Yeah. Awesome. Alright, so Scorpion. Next tank up. See, I don't get why people live outside their means, too. And nice, Gary. See, that's my goal. It's like I put down as much as I can towards my mortgage extra. I'd like to get it. I'd like to get as much equity and, you know, my mortgage out of the way as soon as possible. But yeah, as of right now, Ryan and I, we're poor 20-somethings. And by poor, I mean trying to pay down as many debts as possible. You know, college is not cheap. Fortunately, my parents, you know, they fund any college that any of me or my siblings want to do. But, yeah. Because student loans suck. Property taxes in Maryland? I could imagine. Like, New Jersey, fortunately, like, I live, you know, in Cape May County, they're low because not many people live down here. Like, you go, like, 30 minutes north of me and the property taxes are double than what they're here. And you don't really get any more, you know, stuff from, like, the local government as far as, like, I don't know, whatever, parks, whatever you want to go with. But more or less, oh, it's so freaking expensive to live here. Like, her family always, like I have said before, try to guilt us into going to Florida. They're like, oh, it's so much cheaper to live here. And yeah, like, that might be true, but, you know, while it's expensive to live in New Jersey, it's, you know, it's a nice place to live. Yeah. I'm going to struggle getting any damage off here because they pushed up far. Usually I don't like going here because it's, you know, not a good spot for TD unless you have armor to work with. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get shots off here. But this tank, you know, kind of like the Udez where it's very dependent on not being seen. Come on. Even though they are, you know, they're starting to do a good job now. Chipping them down. Just wish I had shots. I'm probably going to end up going this way. Trust me, I don't go above Not that Camden's good, but shit. I don't go north of Camden in New Jersey. Ever. Ryan kind of makes fun of me, though, about it. But South Jersey is a very nice place to live. There's more trees than people. Not that that's hard to do, but, you know, it's more of farming and, you know, vacation resorts and stuff rather than, like, you know, cities and suburbs and what have you. But, you know, different places work for different people. Oh, I feel bad not being able to help my team. It's just, this tank, I like it, but it's really dependent on people spotting and you being able to set up in the right spot. I obviously did not pick the right spot this map, or match. Usually I have better luck on the other side, but for whatever reason I went over here. Ah, shit, now the Yag Tiger popped up to where I could shoot him. That's who initially I came over here to shoot. Oh lord, he's looking right at me. Do I think that I can run away? No, but I'm still gonna try it. Oh shit, I bounced around. Miracles happen. Chivri, spare me. Spare me, what is it? Senpai? I don't even know. Yeah. Ooh, no! I still did damage and assisted, but man, I was useless this match. Alright, so why don't we just keep going here? If there's more requests, feel free to mention them, guys. I'll go till... I'll end sometime around 11. Let's see, I do have a couple tank. I think I still need to get a couple doubles done over here. The OHO. And I got both of the Swedish ones. I'll try to OHO again. Thank you very much, Gary, for the tip. I will definitely have to. West Milford, New Jersey? Never heard of it. Let's see. Where is... Oh, I am like 6 or 5 hours away from that. That's all way in North Jersey. I'm at literally a mile, at least where my house is, like, or 3 miles from the southern tip in New Jersey, is where I live. I don't have the Leopard prototype, Christopher. The highest I have in that line is the tier 7. I can do the WZ-111 and the E-25 though. They're fun to play though. I hate playing against them too though. I'll agree there. Oh, whoa, whoa, what is happening here? Why did you push out there, A? We're just gonna lose 2 tanks here with, or, yep, 2 tanks. Very little, 3 tank, no, just 2. Almost nothing to gain from that either. I will gladly try to derp something here. Obviously Levi is, he's like, hey, you know, it's past 10 o'clock, you're done your stream. Take that, TVP. Oh, hi, dog. Yeah, most of the houses around, you know, there's a lot of Victorian houses. Um, you know, my parents actually, well, as far as my family, I work in a Victorian hotel and restaurant. It's, oh Lord. Run away. Shit. I'm gonna die. And I just got ammo racked. Put me out of my misery. No. There we go. And I got ammo racked on top. Yeah. I should have been closer to the edge, but yeah. That was a fail. Alright, WZ-111. E25. If I had the Leopard, I would play it. I'm getting towards it, though. Yeah. Don't think I've ever seen an OHO get ammo racked. But yeah, my family, they own a rental house. It's actually right behind the hotel, and oh, that place is really old. I will never go under that crawl space again. Obviously, people back when they built the house were a lot smaller. Or they sent children under there, because it's probably frowned upon now to send a child underneath a house to work. But, yeah. Luckily, the house I own, it was built in late 80s. Granted, things they were built better back, you know, older houses as far as the craftsmanship. It's like we're kind of finding things here or there at times. I remember, you know, when I first started streaming, talking about all the renovations we were doing, and the amount of stuff that people cut corners on is surprising at times. Anyway, though, you know, I'll still have a few matches if anybody else has other requests. It's like, you know, don't be surprised if next week's stream it's going to be till 11 too. You know, the Tuesday stream, just I'm trying to add some more hours on here. It's like I might be adding a 5th day, but I think, like, don't be surprised if during this week you might see me pop on for a random stream, which if you're a subscriber, it will notify you. If you have that, you know, kind of checked off in your YouTube settings. You know, I might pop on for some more, you know, like random one-off streams, like an hour here, hour there, stuff like that. So I give you guys a heads up. You're not gonna, you know, be missing a stream. You know, as far as the schedules go, but you know, I might pop on outside of the schedule. It might not always. I'm gonna regret doing this. Luckily, the T-30 missed me, but nobody on my team's spotting here, and that annoys me. It might not always be World of Tanks. Oh shit, that already hit did not help me. It might be like World of Warships. Might be a game called Dreadnought. But I'm just hating myself right now. With almost my entire team behind me, I have 917 assist damage because they all were hiding, even though I pushed out and I was getting shot. Save me. I'm definitely dead, and 2 hits, 3 hits, yeah. And you know, I didn't get credited for that because I had died and somebody else was spotting him as well. Awesome. Alright, I'll play the WZ-111 again because this match was bad. Hello, Nandor. Please do not, you know, please don't spam the chat. That's not really a cool thing to do. It's an E25. Ah, cool. Yeah, I can play the mouse. Yes, it was. I knew that was a bad choice, but I don't know why I did that. People find some pretty fun or cool stuff down here with metal detectors, just because being at the tip in New Jersey, the way the currents and sand kind of flows down from the coast, it all kind of funnels down to Cape May. Kind of the same thing with the Delaware River. Ryan and I we kind of beachcomb at times, mainly for like beach glass, but we have a pretty large collection. I tend to also, it's like, I get people, a ton of people like go on the beach here, take walks and stuff. I always bring like a plastic grocery bag and stuff with me and just pick up trash. I know that sounds dirty, but one day, like, it was sometime last year, we decided, to bring a few of them, and we filled up like 4 plastic bags full of trash, and we got about like 5 pounds of beach glass. Unfortunately, I don't have the Yag Tiger. If I did, I would play it. German TDs, I only have premium ones at this very moment. Yeah, I assume some like I don't think there's any Civil War battlegrounds there, but at least the Revolutionary War. Yeah, a lot of my mom's side of the family lives up in Pennsylvania, and I kind of make fun of them. Everyone from Pennsylvania to me is either from Philadelphia or Pittsburgh. There's really no in between, but very rare do you find someone who actually lives in Philadelphia. With a family. Usually it's, at least from what I've seen. Like, we know a lot of people our age that live in Philly, but it's just way too expensive. In nice places. There are some, cheaper areas to live in. That's pretty cool, Gary. Camouflage is not going to save me here. The Hummel's probably going to end me. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself here because these past couple matches I have just not picked the right spot to go to. And I feel bad because I'm really hurting my teams here. Sometimes you just get bad streaks though, and this is one of them for me. Yeah, we're not gonna win this flank over here, and we very clearly lost the other flank. This is, yeah. I just hate when I have bad streaks like this. It's kind of depressing in a way, but it happens. I'm just not one of those types of people that will rush out when, you're having a bad time like this and kill yourself without at least trying to do something. Penetration. Like we're getting a little bit closer here. Yeah, no chance. Unless I somehow can hit his lower plate. But even then... Oh shit, there's a Leo there. I'm gonna try to spot here. Might get me in trouble. nice. Also very nice. Now if I can set up on a bush. And there's not really any bushes here to use. Shit, that was a little bit early there. Not that I think we're going to win, but this is why you don't give up, because it's a lot closer than it looked. That didn't help. Ooh, you have a fighting chance, IS-2? Not really, but... Oh, KV85, can we talk about this? Shit, I'm gonna hate myself. But he just shot at least. Shit. He just took out our Stug. Oh, that bastard. Oh my god. Yep. That was stupid of me. Whew, the E-25 is nasty to deal with. Shit. That miss was really, really bad for our team. Yep. Ooh, Lord. Since I know they're going to push on me eventually, and I'm not going to be able to survive another hit or two. Ah, I missed. Yes, I'm using a lot of premium, but... I'm trying my damnedest to at least get a win, but not that it's gonna work at this point. Unless he somehow misses me. Nah, there's more people here. Yeah, I'm dead. I at least made it a close match. Had they all pushed at once though, honestly, this would have been over with. But yeah, they were kind of coming one at a time. Huh. That's a pretty interesting tidbit, Gary. E25, it's like a cockroach. Like, that word gets used a lot, but it's very fitting. But I will have to... I got an ace tanker for a loss. And high caliber. I'm going to save it, but... I hate ace tankers that are losses, because I could have done more. But, pretty fun now. But at the same time, yeah. I screwed up so bad in the beginning that I'll still put that loss on me, even though I did good statistically. Whoopsie daisy. But I'm gonna have to... I will pick up the low guys. I'm gonna have to look at that after the stream's done now. Finally talked me into it. I almost picked it up when it was on sale around Christmas, but I didn't. Alright, so the mouse was after this. Is this guy gonna yell at me? What was he in? Was he in like an SPG? I almost feel like he was the SPG. Yeah. Yeah, he did a good job, but yeah, unfortunately the E25 isn't supposed to, but it can. But, you know, the TDs used to be like this, where they had view range, camouflage, even while firing. They weren't all on the levels of the E25, but there's a reason why TDs were nerfed, I think, 2 times. Mainly camouflage and then view range. Yeah, the low getting buff, I was really on the edge of getting it. It was just, I had picked up 2 Russian TDs instead, but I probably should have got that as well at the same time. But it will be nice having a German heavy crew trainer, since I have so many German heavy tanks, but no premium except for like a tier 4 one. Alright. But if there's another request after the mouse, I'm going to play the Oho, and then I'll probably have time for one more battle. Thanks, Cody. That'll be the end of the stream. My next stream tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m., going till 11 a.m. EST. I could have, but I'm not like that. Even if people are mad at me, I just kind of, you know, say whatever. I don't yell back at them, but you know, the only messages where, like, I always try to take time to respond to any messages I get. Sometimes, you know, if I'm streaming now, I'll do a quick little thing. Like last stream when someone asked me to, help. I was gonna get hit if I kept moving or stopped. I guess decided I at least might as well shoot back. But sometimes I'll just, you know, like shoot a URL to the stream or something, because I can't spend forever responding to everything if I get a lot. There is a lot of people in the valley for the enemy, and we have no arty. Oh lord. That T-62A is fucking annoying. Awesome. Honestly, though, I'm just gonna go this way. Ah, shit. Somebody drowned our T-49. Nice. Kind of sitting out here hoping my team pushes up. I'm taking a lot of shots from people, but only because there's no arty, I have a little bit more wiggle room. Can we please push up here? Like, going to fight the valley isn't going to help if we don't have the center either, but yeah, at this point we're in a very bad spot. Nothing I can do. I can't make it back there, so it just sucks because, you know, the valley isn't always a good choice, but the enemy did a very good job choosing it this time. Yeah. It's just another one of these things. Yeah, ping me. The match is fucking over, dude. Like, I'm not mad at that guy, but I'm just annoyed because I picked the wrong spot in basically the start of the match for like the past 3 or 4 fights. But you know, there's no point in dwelling on it in the chat like these guys are doing. Like, we lost. Like, shit happens. Okay, prototype, shoot me again. Or not. Did the 113 really get banned? I don't know how he killed the T-49, but obviously it was not good. He at least got a temporary ban, it seemed like, but... thank you very much, Gordon. Don't know what that guy said, but nonetheless, thank you. Oh, yeah. Alright. He's probably going to angle right at the last... Or not. But the people like pinging over to the town and stuff, like, who knew that they were going to push the valley that hard and would have decimated our defense that quick? So, you know, you can't get mad at people setting up in the usual spots. Like, just happens sometimes with shit. They got off the cap. Oh, like, I could have played this a little differently, but that person will, the one person will cap us out before I even had a chance to get back to the cap. But yeah, just goes to show you, if they all got off the cap, it would have left just a little window for us to win if I played that right. But see you, Gary. Thanks again for the low. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the first time, but thank you nonetheless. But thank you, you know, for the tip. Huh? Yeah, I'm totally a reroll. Nah, I was nice to you and saying, or at least implying that I'm a reroll. Screw you. Alright, but not exactly the best one there. But I'd like to get the OHO double, because I'm very close to finishing the grind here. Yeah, essentially that 68 pushing as hard as he did. You know, we didn't really have anyone go to the center, and even with him there weren't SPGs, and the tanks we had over on our side, we could have just pushed as a team and won. But we instead all stopped and sat there and watched the 62A. I tried pushing into the center to draw the fire and everything, but they just sat there in the same spot like a deer in headlights. So, hello, Luke and Bird. Well, I still don't shoot blue people unless they're actively like killing people. It never helps your team out. Start your credit grind for what, Gordon? Which tank are you grinding? Is anybody going to go to the center, or am I going to have to do this again in an OHO? Oh, yeah, this is a pretty bad map for this. Alright, KV... I'm going to go to the center. I'm going to regret going to the center, but... This KV5... I feel him. I feel with him. It's what a lot of people think, Uber. I don't know why, but just because someone has good stats on an account does not mean that you're a reroll. And it's kind of funny because when you look at people's service record, it says when the account was created. Alright, there's only one Artie. Granted, I was driving in a straight line and in an OHO. I'm not too surprised they shot at me. I only have this match plus one more match after this, Lucan. I will be streaming the same time tomorrow, though, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, yeah, you did forget Kill Steel Roll on there. Steeler. I haven't eaten my Wheaties this morning, so I'm starting to get tongue-tied here because I'm very... Oh, thank you so much, Artie. So are you going to aim at me the whole time while 80% of our team sits in a spot where they can't hit anybody? The reason I could have went to the 1 to 2 line, I didn't go over there because more likely than not the T-30 and T-95's over there and they can, you know, pen my frontal armor. But at least here I can still kind of help the 1-2 line. Take that. Granted, again, Artie's just sitting here focusing on me, and I wouldn't be too annoyed about it if my team over on the hill was actually pushing. However, they're not. But I kind of have to go into, hopefully, safety mode here. No Ming. But I can hop into the E5 actually. I know you didn't ask for it, but I'll play that as my last match. But essentially beginning World of Tanks, I played more or less the M4 Sherman for like my first 1,000 battles, like not just the M4, but I stopped right around there. I really just stuck around that tier and that tank for, you know, a good while before deciding to get a premium account, you know, start buying premium tanks. I think KV5 was my first tier 8 premium, but the T14 heavy was my first actual premium, I think. This is gonna be bad. And yet we still have everybody on the hill. We still haven't lost the tank yet. I'll probably be the first one to die, but ooh. Oh yeah, 120 damage. So theoretically we aren't, you know, we're not doing bad. It's just that our placement is suspect. There is a small chance for me to, if I land an AP round on his roof, to damage him, but I'm not taking that chance. Especially at this range. Kind of hoping I can light him on fire or track him, but it's poor T95. Oh, I missed him. Shit, they can see me now. Artie, please spare me. Oh, why did I do that? At least the T95's killed. Do I think I can pull this shot off? What the hell? Oh, that was close. I shouldn't have shot it though, but surprisingly I'm still alive, and I'm actually not doing that bad, you know, for this tank on this map. Goodbye, little tank. The trick with this thing is just staying alive long enough to get enough shots out of the gun to, you know, HE people down. It's the only consistent factor I have found in this tank, is just stay alive and chuck HE rounds at people, and eventually you get lucky enough to do, you know, you do get lucky enough to do enough damage. Oh. Killing me. There we go. Thanks for the subscription, Lukenberg. Much appreciated. You know, whenever I live stream, it'll give you a little notification. But my schedule is in the video description underneath the video. Everything's in Eastern Standard Time. Which tank are you at, Lucan? It's like German tanks aren't bad. Pretty much every, more or less, like the tanks are very well balanced. I know some people disagree, but each line is, there's no bad or wrong choice in World of Tanks. But I usually do recommend people do either Americans or, like Uber said, Russians. Thank you, Ming. Alright, so I'll play the E5, but... Alright, so Mastery Bad's first class, not too shabby. Most amount of experience. A lot of assist damage. But yeah, that's not bad. Like, stat-wise, if you're having fun in the game, that's good enough. But Lucan, as far as, like, if you're looking for German tanks, you say you're around tier 4. As far as German tanks go, I would focus probably on the E100 line or the E50M line, if you had to choose German tanks. The mouse line isn't bad, but they are switching the branches around in another patch or two. But I would probably go E100 line if you had for Germans, and you kind of kill two birds with one stone. Going this way, you just have to unfortunately get through this tank, which is very bad. But as far as the Russians go, just any one of these lines here, or these 4, this one's hard to get up here. I wouldn't recommend that for someone who's new. But, these 4 lines, you can't go wrong. For the Russians and Americans, I almost have every American tank at this point. American tanks, you can't go... I probably wouldn't go with the TDs starting out, but the heavy line and the medium line is very good. You can just go down one line and branch off into all of them. But for a new player, that's what you should probably start with and figure out what you like and then go from there. It's just, don't go down too many lines at once. I would say keep it at 2, 3 max. Because you can kind of bottom out at some point, credit-wise, and kind of the experience gain starting out. You're not going to progress very fast. Not that that's a bad thing. But, alright, let's go to E5 here. But, if you're interested, though, if you go to my website, since you are new, it's wotguru.com. As far as, the URL for it is right here, around my mouse. If you click on the articles in the menu, there's one called Which Tank Line is Right for You. It goes over every non-SPG, so artillery, tank in the game, and goes over the grind, how well they play, how they play, and it gives you a good sense on if a specific line is a good fit for you. Plus, there's a bunch of other little, tidbits of information on there. Alright, come on, matchmaker. But this is going to be my last match here, guys. Thanks again for, the new subscribers today. Also, for the tips as well, guys. It's always appreciated. Tomorrow I should have the Lova. There we go. It's just so hard not saying low. God damn it. And then not Caralia, but Corelia. Thank you, Uber, for that video. That helped out a lot. Okay. Shit, there's a lot of TV. I'm gonna probably go over this side. The E5 just never seems to work for me, though. This thing has very good armor for everybody else, but not me. There is no SBGs though, so I'm going this side. But yeah, they're right. You know, there's no artillery, and fighting over on this side, if you have the superior numbers, it's better for your team if you actually, you know, hit people. Yeah, no shit, the frickin' cap is on the other side, but if we play it right, you know, that doesn't come into play. If we play it right, though. If we take too long, then definitely a bad move. Yeah, you missed. Thank you, Uber. See if you know, you're leaving before the last battle here, but all right. Oh Lord, why am I doing this? It's just they're pushing up on my right. Take that. I'm not going to miss you a third time, I think. This T-54, they should be able to get out. I got to start worrying about this away. But I'm kind of out here on my own. I'm going to try to get back here. It's just all my TDs behind me are freaking running away. Are you kidding me, guys? Like, yeah. Ain't no way I'm gonna survive this. I might get, yep, that one shot off, but T-57 had heat. I could just tell by how it hit me. It explodes differently, but yeah, that's what happens when, granted, it doesn't help that these two guys died. I didn't help them out that much, but our tanks behind, you know, start running away. It's just it's a domino effect. You don't leave your guys out there to die. Like, I get why they start to pull back, but at the same time, it kind of sucked. But I'm just gonna hang around to the end of this battle, but this is my last one. Yeah, thanks, Lucan. I'm glad you like it. But, you know, as far as the game goes, like, I don't know if you plan on getting a premium account or anything, but you know, just don't try to push too fast, even if you do plan on spending money. You know, I would say once you get to around tier 5, tier 6, really focus on getting your crews to 100%. You can kind of tell on the left side in your garage the percentage. You know, the game is hard starting out as a new player, until you get, you know, a couple tanks. Like, don't just sell all your tanks and move to the next tier. Keep a couple that you like. You know, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice if you sell all your tanks and just move up to tier 10, because tier 10 isn't always the most fun tier to play. So hopefully you like it, Anthony. But thanks again, guys. Lucan, it's going to be 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Which, once again, my little tip jar thing doesn't always update 100% here. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. You know, I always appreciate tips, subscribers. Thanks again. And, you know, tomorrow I'll be, you know, on at the same time. I won't really be grinding anything again, but if there's any requests, I'll gladly play. When does it get easy? Never. Never. But again, thanks again, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go work on doing some replays. Start chipping away at some of these I have. But yeah, have a good day. See you around.